You are now listening to the Dignified Delinquent. Hey, it's just sophisticated ignorance at its best.
My name is Vanessa, and I ask the tough questions.
Hey, it's Scope. You know we stay lit, and you know why you here. So let's get it.
Yep, it's your boy Jerry the Great, and you are tuned into a brand new episode of the Dignified Delinquents. This is the first episode of 2021, and my peoples are in the building. Well, one of my peoples are in the building.
And you trying to bring all the Vasco.
Yeah, it's all energy. I was trying to channel because Vasco is still on vacation. Mm-hmm. He's still out on vacation. He's still with the show.
What generation is he? That's still on vacation.
Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Those 2000 and up.
Because normally on this show, when motherfucker be on vacation, they don't see him no more.
Because they got fired, Jerry.
It's your boy Jerry the Great. I'm here with my co-host Nessa. How you doing?
What's going on? First week back to school. I am tired.
Yeah,
but it was a good week.
It was a good week. It went by quick.
Yes, it did go by quick. They had that first day off. Not really.
Oh, that Monday, yeah.
Instructional planning day. Putting in grades, things like that. But
okay,
it's been a good week.
When does the 9 weeks end for y'all? If you were putting in grades on that?
March, always right before spring break. They always put the grades right before we can cancel somebody's fund. So Christmas can get canceled for that report card right before spring break and right before the summertime.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Right
That's
there.
how I rember it.
Well, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Happy New Year. My week has been good. I've been trying to keep up with these New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. Because I ain't really putting none out there that I was doing. Because people put them out there, I'm gonna go to work out and I'm gonna do all this, and then you see them next week, they be like, bitch, I tried, my heart just kept beating too fast.
What was your New Year's resolution? Something about making your heart beat faster and healthier, right?
Well, I didn't say that personally.
Oh,
but that's what people be saying. Like they be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for the new year, and then you be like, I thought you was working out. Yeah, my heart was beating too fast when I went to the gym.
So you're not going back no more?
I know. I've been going. So I have to go to the gym in the morning. If it's afternoon, I will not make it.
Okay.
So I have to wake up at 5:00 and be to the gym by 5:30.
What's your regimen?
Wake up at 5:00.
No. What you do once you get to the gym?
Oh, so it depends on the day. So I do 20 minutes of cardio, and that can vary. I did the elliptical. My wife would be happy to hear that. I did.
It's easy on your knees.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. And then it's motion. I hate the elliptical though, because I just feel like
so you really be in there.
I feel
on
so
the elliptical.
Gay doing that shit. I be like,
women want to know, men, do you use the elliptical?
It'd be a lot of dudes in the gym. It'd be a lot of older dudes on the elliptical because it's good for their knees. About 70. Okay. So I'll be back there with them. I be feeling so. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, Gladys.
Gladys, yeah. Ooh, how you doing, Pearl? So I do 20 minutes of cardio, and then if it's an upper day or a lower day, I will go and lift weights, because people don't notice, but lifting weights actually burns calories rather. And I'm an weightlifter. I weightlifted in high school. Okay. So a lot of people try to go to the gym and try to do these killer burner workouts. And I'm like, I'm an ex-football player. Mm-hmm. I got to do football lifting. I can go in here and max out on some stuff. Don't have me over here, doing some shit that basketball players and stuff would do.
True.
You know what I mean? So I have to go in there with that kind of mentality.
I don't work out anymore. I ain't gonna lie, I said that I do. That was not one of my New Year's resolutions.
Okay. But you don't need to. I shit. Look at me.
He said, I ain't say that. He said that because if I said it, I'd be, full of myself. But I'm gonna take it. But I will say, whenever I did work out, I don't know, I stuck with the athlete workouts that was taught to me because I played softball. So that same stuff, which might be why some people, you hit a wall, and even though you're working out every day and you're eating healthy, you stop being able to lose extra weight.
Right.
And it's because we're doing those same exercises, and I learned that. So caution.
You know
caution. What I'm saying? But
yeah,
waking
I try
up
to switch
early,
it up.
how's that working for you?
So I will say because we had 2 weeks off of the podcast, and we had about a week and a half off of work. Y'all had full 2 weeks. I had like a week and a couple of days. So I am a what you call a person who stays up late? Damn it.
Night owl, but I know
Night
that's
owl,
not the
but
word
you
you're looking
know, but
for.
you know what I'm saying.
The opposite is a narcoleptic.
I was finna say nympho, but that's sex.
That's what I was thinking. That's not it.
Insomniac.
Insomniac.
So I am an insomniac. So I will be up till I found myself up till 12:30, 1 o'clock. Now, and I'm talking I woke up the day before at 1 p.m. And then I'll stay up again until about 12.
Oh no.
So so I was doing it almost every day during my days off, and somewhat working, somewhat on Clubhouse, somewhat doing other stuff, and I had to flip myself back. So that Monday, the first day back to work, it was just a straight stay up, go to work kind of thing. So then when I came home, I crashed at 7:30 and slept until about 4:30, and then I was like, well, let me just get up and go to the gym at 5.
Okay.
So then I've been on that track to now okay, I'm tired as fuck about 7:30.
Yeah.
7:30 is bedtime. I be looking at my watch okay, it's about 7:45. I'm gonna go ahead and take it in. Gonna take it in, but
I don't even be meaning to fall asleep, but my body does not work like that. I cannot. Those people that stay up all hours of the night, or even I wish I could do that as a young entrepreneur. I hear so many people talk about how they stay up all night because the dreams keeping them awake and stuff like that. Not me. I'm asleep. I'm gonna wake up late. All of that. So one of my New Year's resolutions was to wake up earlier before work so that I could work on my personal goals.
how that's going?
Good.
That didn't sound believable at all.
Not good at all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna restart next week. I will say I've been getting to school early enough to
Get
really
them kids
plan.
face masks.
That is my duty post, and I love it. I greet the kids. I'm the greeter, basically at school. But no, it's not going well. My other goal, which coupled that, was to try to extend the workday at least an hour or two to work on my personal goals. Also, not going good. So on the weekend, family and friends, leave me alone because I'm busy.
Well, listen, you can always reset. That's the good thing about Monday or any day. Any day. I had a friend, I worked with her, UNF, her name was Rachel. She said either you're consistent or you're always starting over. She said, but it's one of the two. So just pick one. You're going to start over or you're going to be consistent with it.
I'm going to start over.
Start over and then stay consistent.
Well, I'll let y'all know how I'm going next Friday.
So now you were talking about your businesses that you got to work on. But I saw some alarming news on Twitter.
We need that on the thing.
Well, not that one.
We need no. I don't think we
There we go. I got it right there. So what's going on with Statement Threads? Is this not a company anymore? Are you not doing it? What's going on? In the words of Vasco, what?
That is what his ugly self was saying. It's very much still a company. If you didn't know, Statement Threads is my custom vinyl t-shirt company. More than t-shirts, I can make rugs, buckets, hats, whatever you want. No, I didn't make
beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
You name it. But no, it's not closed. I did shut it the other day just so that I can start focusing on my other business, Authentic Educators, which I didn't realize. Well, Statement Thread takes a lot of manual labor of me making shirts and going to the store and things like that. Authentic Educators takes a lot more of my brain power. So I really need to sit down and be focused on some stuff. And Statement Threads was taking too much time, and I was bending over backwards to make $10 t-shirts for people, and I had to prioritize some things. So it's still there. I'll probably do it again. It'll probably be my summer job again. So be on the lookout.
My only question to you was, why shut down a stream of income?
Because at this point, I'm not spending enough time to advertise. So the cost, it's costing me more than it's making me right now.
Gotcha.
If I was spending that time and sending out those email blasts and things like that, then the business would still be booming. But it's not booming like it was, although Stank Coochie Energy shirts are still selling. Somebody bought one the other day and shared it on, it had like 11 shares, but everybody's like, where can I buy one? The link isn't working. I had to be like, I'm so sorry, but that would have been so many more orders. How much more time would have taken away from my big goal? And I'm trying to get away from making a couple $100 to a couple $100,000, and so I'm trying to move up.
So I'm just asking because I'm prying, and I'm here. We co-host. You've been here since July. You almost at a year. You almost at a year. So because I was thinking about shutting down my photography company, Jerry Productions, and in the sense of like in your same realm of thinking, like, you know, I got so many other things I want to do. I like to have my Saturdays, or like even if I'm going to do like a family session, those 2 hours that I'm doing taking those pictures, like I like to have those.
Yeah.
But then God just showed up and showed out. I needed some money. My bank account was on zero. I had an engagement session and a family session the same day, $300.
Them deposits?
In like an hour, I made $300.
Yes.
So I was like, why was she? So now was it that because you sent me out to Michael's today on the scavenger hunt to get some shirts and some vinyl. The vinyl was more expensive than what I thought it would be.
The vinyl's more expensive than everyone assumes it to be, or people will want a shirt. And I'm talking to you right now, you person in the camera who orders custom t-shirts for people and are like, why are they charging so much? All I want is a little butterfly, but I want 8 different colors in my little butterfly. That means I have to go buy 8 different colors of vinyl just for you to have that little square. So that's why, you know, so when it comes like that, now the basic, just one, like the shirt you have on right there.
One color.
One color, that's not too bad. But whenever people start wanting multiple colors.
And this shirt is still available.
Yes, it is. That site and that shop is still open. Okay. It's not closing anytime soon.
Perfect.
Production there is still going. But Statement Threads, yeah, it was just costing more than it was making me.
Get your merch.
I would say though, so you didn't close down photography?
I did not.
Okay. I was going to say,
I'm being very selective though, but
what do you think about training someone and letting them keep your name and everything and just sending them on your missions?
Vasco, you here? I'm trying to get Vasco set up for as soon as he gets some time. But I also realize that I am, and this is, I'm trying to work on this. I'm too hands on,
and it's your name behind it.
And it's my name behind it. But I also am that person where it's like, shout out to Professor Stiles. He said that I should not say this, but I'd rather do it so I know it's done right. But what he told me, he was like, no, that's not a true statement. He said, you rather do it so you know that it's done right in your eyes. Because someone else can do it and they can do it right, but not the way that you want it done. So he's like, it's a control thing.
I agree with both. I agree with you. And I'm on your side. Because for me, it's like Statement Threads is like my baby now. So as much as I want to like, it's nothing for me to give my equipment to maybe my little sister, or shout out to little sis. She's been holding down the Instagram, or somebody else, you know, to let them keep the business, maybe just kick me back a percentage. But what if they put it crooked?
Yeah, then your name on it.
I don't know.
I much rather do even with this podcast, like you see all this shit behind me. You know what I mean? I can give some shit to Skull. I can give some shit to you. But it's like, if I know how to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Like I edit the show, but I'm working on that. I had a situation with, so you know, I recently signed with the agent and the there you go. There you go. I recently signed with a agent, a talent agency, and a manager. Okay. So I'm excited about that.
Are those one and the same or?
No, so a lot of people that you will meet, they may have, if you had the pleasure of meeting Denzel Washington in person.
Okay, hey Denz.
Denzel gonna have an agent. He might have multiple agents. He gonna have multiple managers. He gonna have entertainment attorneys. He's gonna have, PR people. He's gonna have publicists. Come on down that chain a little bit further. Say we go to say we go to Lance Gross from Tyler Perry's House of Pain. He gonna have one entertainment attorney that he can call when he needs something. He's gonna have an agency and he's gonna have a manager. Come on down that chain. Keep on coming down to the bottom of it.
Stop right here, dog. Keep on going.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there. Then you find me where I'm at. And then I have a agent and a manager. And then right under me, you have someone who has like either one or the other, agent or a manager. Okay. So, but basically they just getting your money when you make it, in a sense.
So differentiate the two.
So in the olden days, managers used to really manage your career. They would give you career advice. They'll give you, hey, Jerry, so this is your wardrobe that you should wear. This is, this is how you should talk. This is how you should walk. Okay, we're going to bring you to this school. Make sure you smile and make sure you go kiss that baby. Like a manager was like really a career manager. Nowadays, managers can really do a lot of the things that agents can do. But managers can't really negotiate contracts. Okay. They're not supposed to. And an agent can negotiate contracts for you. Okay. So that's really the difference. And then it's all about networking, who you know, and so I got two, but I was on Clubhouse, and shout out to Coco Brown, comedian, actress. She's on the show 911, and I was on the Clubhouse talking, and she's like, "Well, why you got both?" She's like, "Is there a reason why?" Like, she's like, "Do they know each other?" And I was like, "Yeah, they do." She's like, "Okay, well, that's good." She said, "Because if you ain't got to give up a lot of your money early on, don't do it." So.
And I was just asking because I see I have a business mentor / strategist, but I also see the term business coach thrown around. So I think of those two things differently. So I was just curious if that's different. But okay, very cool. Shout out to you.
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got a manager. So what's happening behind the scenes with these new people in your life?
So we were talking about like trust and everything. So I'm novice. This is new. I had a manager for comedy, but he was just, Jerry, come do this show in D-Land. All right, I'm go. How much I'm gonna make? You gonna make $20? I'm gonna make $50. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Stage time. So I'm novice. So I did the show live. We shot it for YouTube. There's a streaming service by the name of Kweli TV, KWELI TV. Owned by a black woman, and Lil Rel Howery is the head of comedy there. So it's easy to submit. Anybody can submit a show. Just go to their website, put in submit. They'll see it. You put the category. So my show was a comedy, so I submitted it as a comedy, not knowing what's gonna happen from it. I get an email back like, "Hey, Rel loves your show. How many more do you have?" I'm like, "I got 2." But I'm like, did Rel really see this damn show, or is this like y'all just trying to gas somebody up, green light somebody? So like, and that was probably back in November ish.
This happened all the way back in November.
This was in November, yeah.
And he ain't told nobody.
I ain't tell not nobody.
She crazy.
So this was back in November. So fast forward, we talking, and we get to a couple of weeks ago. So I meet with the owner of the streaming service. Black lady, went to HBCU.
Really?
Yeah, and real great conversation. And I'm very personable. I know that you said that you think I'm business forward, but I do build relationships. Like I care about relationships and relationship building. So I met with her, and she was like, she's like, "I like you." She was like, "But we really just require that our content creators have at least 4 episodes in the bag because people like to binge watch, and you only have 2. We don't know if this is really going to be a good fit, but we don't know. I'll talk to Rel. We'll see. He may want to talk with you, and we'll see how it goes. Whatever. Mm-hmm. So I get an email later that week from Rel's assistant, and she's like, "Hey, little Rel wants to meet with you. This, that, and the third, blah 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 blah." And little Rel, I'm saying his name, but if you don't, Lil Rel, how Steve Harvey do? Lil Rel from Get Out, from Insecure, from the Carmichael Show, from the Lil Rel Show on Fox. Like he's him. There you go. So she like, so I had to set up like, yeah, like let's make it happen. So he wanted to meet with me on Tuesday, 11:15. I had to leave work. Took an early lunch.
That's right.
Came back. So I got on Zoom, and it was supposed to be like a 10-minute meeting, just like, hey, this is what we're thinking, XYZ. That 10-minute meeting turned into a 30-minute meeting.
Okay.
And we were talking about everything from like starts to comedy to how did you write this show, like what was going through your brain. He told me that he watched the show 5 times. He's like, he said I'm not gassing you or BSing you. He's like, I really enjoyed it because it felt real and authentic, and the dude smashing the girl in the car he's like, it was funny. He's like, it just reminded me of so much. So I was excited about that. And he was saying like, the next steps is that we'll give you a premiere date on our streaming service. And before you premiere, I'll bring you on my Instagram live with me, and you'll do, a live with me. So I was like, shit.
That's my dog.
I was like, I done made it out this minute. Okay. But
got a live interview.
You know what I mean? I was like, hey, why not? Okay. So trying to keep good faith, I reported back to my manager, my agent. Mind you, I'm novice to this though. I don't know. So I reported back then with notes from the meeting, like, hey, I had a meeting with so-and-so, so-and-so. This is what we covered. It was a great meeting, this, that, and the third. Now, the message I got back scared me a little bit because it was a manager agent kind of message where it was like, oh, that's great, Jerry, this, that, and the third, we're going to try to do this, that, and that. I'm like, whoa. Slow down.
It scared you like how much could happen, how quickly, or it scared you?
It scared me in the sense of like me and Real build up. In my mind, we were building a personal relationship. I didn't want to drop in too much business because they went business forward.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I
They
mean?
started hitting you with ideas like, okay, this we could do.
Like let's see, we're gonna see if they can get them to pay for 4 seasons and I was like, whoa. I was like, no. This is a startup company. They small. They ain't got. So I was really. So they were like, can you share their contact information with me? And I was hesitant. I was like, no. Wait a minute. Let me talk to y'all first about what y'all gonna do because I don't want y'all to. So it took them having a conversation with me and saying like, no, Jerry, like we support you. And all we want to do is show them that you have representation. Show them that you have a team behind you that's not only like this with you, but it's gonna say like, hey, we have it that y'all like Jerry L. He's great. What can we do to help him help y'all? So we need to do a social media push. So it was that learning curve to just, like, okay, Jerry, they know what they doing.
So you feel at ease now?
I'll let you know next show.
Okay.
I'll let you know next show. But
so now you have to make 2 more episodes of Life, or
we gonna talk.
Tell me all of that right now.
I can't. Yeah. I can't give you no details.
You got NDAs in place or something?
Not right now, but I'll talk to you off mic.
Okay.
After we talk off mic.
Okay, he really want to change the subject. You don't have to stay right here.
We'll talk off mic. Oh. So I see your hat made you look again.
Yeah, I see my hat.
Well, what's going on with your other half in DC?
Yeah, no, I got a white side. So everyone knows that what they stormed the Capitol, Trump supporters.
Who is they?
Trump supporters. You could say
white people.
There you go. Stormed the Capitol, took over, came inside, looted. Did they even have a shoot off? Somebody died.
Somebody got shot in the neck. Pow! A whole lot of choppers on your ass.
It's not funny though. It's not funny.
I was laughing.
It's crazy. Like it's such a weird time we're living in because like things are not funny, but it's like
it was hilarious.
In retrospect, it's like what this is kind of crazy.
What really pissed me off, if they were black,
yes, go ahead and say
that would not have even happened.
If they were Hispanic, anything
but white.
Yes,
we would have made it. We would if they were even Asian. If
they was a little too tan.
We would have made it past the first step of that damn Capitol building.
What I saw was a video of the police actually opening the barricades.
Right.
Because I was like, where did they even get them from? And then I kept scrolling and I saw a video of the police just calmly opening the gates up for them. I was like, oh, shit.
I put this on Twitter and I put it on Instagram too because they were saying, where's the police? Where's the armed security? I was like, they took the day off to be at the march. That's why they not there.
Yes.
They ain't stabbed.
Where was the KKK? They were the judges. They were the police.
And then it was like, how were they able to get in? They know the ins and outs. They work there.
They know codes.
I can tell you in my office which window to go through. That's a little shaky. I work there. I know how to get in.
It was like when I was looking at the picture and the police inside got the guns drawn and the police outside and somebody's eyes literally through the glass. Like, nigga, I know you're not finna shoot me. But like...
It's a sad day in America where that happens, where the president of the United States not only condemns it, but also incites it. Like
the last time that happened was in the 1800s.
1814, during the War of 1812, where they burned down the Capitol building and set fire to the White House, was the last time that happened. And for what? The president fairly lost the election.
There are people who really, really, really believe that it was stolen from him. So can I ask you, do you have Trump supporters on your social media?
So there was one. So yeah, I would say I do.
You do?
I do. And I try to now, because if you're a Trump supporter, you're clearly against me and people who look like me and brown people as well. So now I try to remove you if I see it, because I don't want you. I used to be the guy where it's like we can have different opinions in politics and XYZ, but now it's like, dog, I can't rock with that.
I don't see it at all and I have people from all different races, and I think, yeah, I don't see any of it. The only time I see it is whenever
that's why
it's like on my dad's post, his friends will start commenting if he says something, and he'll say something that's kind of like not really addressing the elephant in the room, but dancing all around it.
Right.
So like everybody knows what he's saying, but he's not saying it. But he definitely has a lot of friends of all backgrounds, and they'll be under there like, well, they stole the election, or if you led terrorists into the country, then this type of thing happens. Yeah. It's like, wait, what? Y'all really think?
And I was telling my wife this. I was like, I'm not surprised, because it's almost like the Beyonce Beehive, Rihanna's Navy. Like some people are cult followers of people. Like when you was talking about Kid Cudi selling his jackets for $450 or something like that. People gonna buy that, and to me, it's like, that's fucking insane. But to those people who are his cult following, who's like, he can't do no wrong, everything he say is right. It makes sense. Like if Beyonce got on Twitter and say, "Hey, Beehive, we gonna walk down here. I see y'all there." They gonna be there walking. I don't think
anybody got as much push as this man right now.
As Donald Trump.
I'm sorry, and I hate to say it. And maybe it's not him. It's just everything that he represents.
It shows you how racist and how divided the country really is. And it's sad.
It's crazy.
It's sad.
It almost is. So I'm working on like diversity training, but I'm also like, what do you think about the concept? And I know this is a little out there, but I feel like there needs to be a training of like, why are black people mad? Because there are a population of white people who don't understand. They think that, well, that happened so long ago. Right. Y'all aren't slaves anymore, and everything's fine. And I didn't grow up rich. And I think there needs to be some kind of training or like a book of, hey, here's all the reasons that black people are mad.
But in the words of Dave Chappelle, if we told them how it was to be black, do you think that they would understand? No. They
won't understand, but maybe it'll open their eyes, be like, what, really? They do?
I think that you'll get a small percentage of people who gets eye opening. Maybe if you surveyed, if you did it with 100 people, you'll get probably like 2 or 3 who's like, okay, I see it. Those other 97 are gonna be like, get the fuck over it. You know what I mean? Like, get over it. It was 400 years ago.
I don't know. That is honestly, as I've been thinking about it, that's been one of the things. Like, okay, everybody has these general like diversity trainings, but I need another one to explain why we even have the trainings in the first place. Like, why they so mad? So
and you know what? Fuck everybody who's just now deciding to jump off the Trump train. Like, in the final, like, don't, you've been riding this motherfucker for the longest. Don't jump off of it now. Ride this bitch till the wheels fall off.
Still on the train, Betsy
DeVoe. And do you know the chief of the Capitol Police?
Is that who it was? I knew she was the second person from his cabinet.
Well, no. So the chief of the Capitol, he's not a part of his cabinet.
Okay.
But he resigned because of what happened at the Capitol, and he feel like he didn't do enough. White guy. And he did not do enough. But this is how he resigned. He said, "I'm putting in my resignation effective January the 19th. And then from that day, I want it to be known that I'm going to use my annual leave the 450 hours I have. So motherfucker,
Smart man.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at him. I was like that's about a month, 2 months, or some change.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
I ain't mad at you, but I was like, why now? Like why now? And and the thing is, if Trump was smart, if he was half as smart as he think he is, what he would have done is took his L in losing the election, resigned from office, made Mike Pence the president, had Mike Pence pardon him. That's what he should have done. But what Trump did was try to ride this. They stole the election from the American people. It's a shame. It's a shame, really, what they done to us. He tried to ride that, and then he wanted Mike Pence to go into the Senate meeting and basically say that the election has been stolen. And Mike Pence, I respect him for saying this, said, constitutionally, I cannot say that.
I ain't with all that shit. I seen what he said. Go ahead,
the American people voted that it is what it is. Then Trump got on Twitter and was like, "That was such a cowardly move by Mike. I thought I had higher regard for him."
And now he's banned.
And now he's banned from Twitter. Your ass is probably going to go to jail. And I'm hoping that they invoke this 25th Amendment on you and remove you from office.
Do you think it's going to happen?
Absolutely not. I don't think that the Senate is going to vote to remove Trump from office. I think that they're going to try to do another impeachment, but the time that it's going to take to file that impeachment, to vote on that impeachment, he only has 2 weeks left. Is it worth it?
Okay. Did Betsy DeVos, and if more, okay, she's the first or second one at this point. Did she resign, and are they resigning because they are scared of maybe some retaliation, or do they not want to be a part of the Trump circus anymore? What is your theory?
The Trump circus has been going on for 4 years, and they said that for 4 years. I think that they're jumping off because this is basically a 2 week notice. Like your job,
so they're just
putting
in their 2 week notice.
They quitting, but it's like your job was ended in 2 weeks anyway.
Right.
Like, what is this doing?
But it's untraditional. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like maybe they're fearful of something else to come. But people are like, well, what could they be afraid of?
The only people who should be fearful is Trump, his kids, and those people that's close, like his lawyer Mike Giuliani, and all those who's been helping him get away with a lot of this shit outside of the presidency, avoiding his taxes. And that's who should be in fear, because all y'all finna go to jail.
Once he's not the president, if you know something about this, I was going to say they can go after him at that point.
Once he's not the president, he can be indicted for a crime. Yes, you cannot indict a sitting president, but once he is no longer the president, I have a strong feeling, a very strong with a K, strong. Trump is going to be indicted on multiple charges of tax fraud, on fraud. He gonna
so
be,
Donald Trump is going to jail. In
my humble opinion, in the words of Monique, in my humble opinion, I think that Donald Trump is going to serve some time.
Jail, or like federal, Epstein happened.
Federal prison.
Epstein is.
I don't think that Trump is. I think Trump is going to sit. They're not going to let a president. They're not going to take their eyes off a president in jail. The first president in prison, nigga. Okay. Trump gonna be the first president.
He gonna be in there, but not in there.
Oh, we gonna see. Trump gonna be the first president in an orange suit.
Is he the first one?
In the orange, maybe.
I gotta do some research.
Nah, because Nixon got up out of there. I resigned. Nixon got up out of there before they can get him. Thank y'all. I'm out. and before I just want to give a shout out to everybody in Georgia, man. Y'all did what y'all had to do on Tuesday. Y'all flipped.
Y'all were
the
really
Senate.
pissed them off.
Y'all turned. Shout out to Stacey Abrams. Shout out to the Deltas.
Hey,
shout out to Stacey and all the Deltas for making it do what it got to do, and everybody in Georgia. And while I shout out to the Deltas, shout out to all the Kappas around the world, all the good bros of Kappa Alpha Psi. We just celebrated 110 years of achievement. 110 years, and it's only the beginning. 1911, there was a dreamer by the name of Elder Watson Diggs who had a dream about achievement. He grabbed 9 more people, brought them with him, and said, let's go make some stuff happen.
That's
and they
happened.
did it.
Okay,
shout out to everybody who was out there partying on Hunters Avenue, doing what they had to do. All right, I'm sorry. That's I'm come to another world. So we were talking in our group chat about there was this post about students who lose their financial aid.
Say, why we on Betsy?
Why we on Betsy DeVos?
Yes, students losing their financial aid because they're not doing well academically.
Yeah,
agree or disagree?
should a student lose their financial aid because they're not doing well academically? I might be a little unconstitutional, but I'm going to agree with that. Okay. I'm going to agree, and I'll tell you why.
Please.
Because that money is coming from somewhere. You know what I mean? And if we're talking about like Pell Grants, financial loans, and all that stuff, that money is coming from somewhere, taxpayers and all that good stuff. And the reason why I agree is because if you know this, just take this. If you know, once they put you on academic probation and they're talking about revoking it, you can even when they revoke it the first time, you can appeal and get it back. So you need to know how to appeal and get it back. But it's kind of like a rich parent sending their kid to school and they paying out of pocket, and it's like, all right, I'm not gonna keep paying for you to fuck up. Like,
how many chances do they get? So by seeing, because I feel like everyone who kind of sticks it out, who keeps figuring the shit out along the way, like there's so many people I know who honestly should not have graduated because life hit them so hard so many different ways.
For sure.
So, but by senior year, they figured it out.
Yeah.
So it's like, I do agree with you. Like, yeah, you shouldn't just keep getting free money. Like, there's so many other people out there.
Where I need it.
You fumbling that bag. But on the other hand, there's so many people that figure
Can
it
I
out.
tell you, I was a person who lost my financial aid.
You did.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Fucked my grades up.
And how'd you get it back? Or did you not?
So I was at Daytona State College, and I was dual enrolled. So I was there since I was in 11th grade, and I was taking like one-off classes, and I was doing okay. Then when I went there full time, I was withdrawn out of classes or whatever. My GPA dropped to below. I did my appeal, and when they hit me with that appeal, like, Jerry, you lost it. You can appeal, but this is what's going on. I got my appeal at the end of the fall semester. Went into the spring semester. I did great. A's and B's. I think I got 1 C in a math class.
Math is hard.
So I was on academic probation. And that lasts for a year, and I didn't know that. So I did great that spring semester, and then they said, hey, you have some money left over. Do you want to take a summer math class? I was like, yeah, it's my last math class. Why not? I needed to get like a B in that math class. I ended up getting a C. And when I got that C in that math class, it took my GPA down just a little bit, but I did not maintain my semester GPA that I was required to maintain, and they revoked my financial aid.
College crazy with them GPAs.
Yeah.
The minus and the plus and all of that.
Yeah.
Definitely has a play. Like, I had nothing less than a C for my master's program, and I was like, for sure I got like a 3.8, I had like a 3.33.
Ooh.
Something like that. I was like, I'm not even Sigma, Sigma, cool,
Sigma,
Lod, whatever the hell.
So my way around it, I found out that I could not get financial aid at that school, but I could go to another school and my financial aid would be applied at that school. So I had to find a school that would accept me on like, I applied to a school and got accepted within like 30 days. And like did everything. So that's when I left DSC, and went to JU. Okay. And then I did the same thing at JU until I got my stuff together.
So you had financial aid from the school or from like
from
Pell Grants and things like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have enough Pell Grants to pay for school. I had loans.
I had loans.
I'm gonna have
too.
loans. Them loans just gonna be there.
Yeah, I had loans. So I had federal loans. Like through FAFSA, I had my loans and everything. But yeah, because they took those from me too. If it's Daytona State, they was like, no, you ain't getting none of that shit, player.
Wow. No, I think if they're giving you, probationary statuses and warnings and things like that, then you got time to figure it out. But I do know a lot of people who played throughout college, but buckled down like that senior and junior year and figured it out.
But I mean, I think that happens though. Like that first, at least that freshman year, freshman student, you wild trying to figure it out.
And if you really want to be there, honestly, I feel like you're gonna figure it out. Like, even if it get took from you, people gonna figure it out.
Now the kids that's on scholarship, I think that could be a little different because you've been awarded this money and you fucking it up.
I think they should still get to keep it. Because when you are granted something on scholarship, it's from what you did at that time.
Yeah.
So you already awarded me this. Don't take it away. You can't. No give backs. You know what I'm saying? No.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. You fuck up.
No.
You fuck up. We gonna take it.
You don't know how my life has altered. But while we on school, what about these kids?
These high school.
These high school kids. The state of Florida has the highest graduation rate
In history?
that it's had. Yeah. Is it in history?
Bullshit.
And I have so much to say about how that happened and why it could be. And I want to keep my job and I want to keep going to place that pays.
You probably shouldn't say nothing then. Let me talk.
Yeah, say what you got to say. I'm just chime in here now.
So from my understanding, because these rates are from last year, I'm assuming. And with the big hit of COVID-19, the vid, a lot of standardized testing. When we were in school, it was FCAT. Right now, is it Florida?
It's FSA.
FSA. So that was waived basically for these students this upcoming year.
Yes.
Well, last year
they didn't take it in the last school year.
So it was waived for the students last year, and I guess that oftentimes prevents students from being promoted and or graduating.
It can have an effect on your promotion. Honestly, not as much as it did back when we were.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. If we scored below a level 3, we were really like, oh my God, we're going to fail.
Right.
We really thought we were.
If we had a 1 or a 2.
If you scored, you moving right along.
Yeah.
So
So I'm guessing that, and I wish I was more privy in it, but I'm guessing that because that was waived, more students were able to graduate, which sent the graduation rate higher. I could be wrong.
I think that definitely has something to do with it. Another thing that I think has to do with it is so when we were in school, there were a lot less hoops to jump through to give a child a failing grade. Not that we want to go to school and give children failing grades. That's not what we're there to do. Each grade that a child fails after, I think, 3rd grade, their chances of graduating reduce dramatically. So then you're left with the decision, kind of like a philosophical question. Do we keep passing a child along? Do we want an adult that at least has a piece of paper that makes them employable? Or do we deny them that piece of paper that makes them employable because of decisions that they made as a child?
Gotcha.
And now they are not able to get a job. And now the cycle is repeating itself.
Gotcha.
So kind of in long term, that is the question that educators are answering right now. In the short term, there are a lot of steps that teachers have to take in order to give a child a failing grade. There are certain meetings that we have to have. We have to communicate with a parent so many times, even for disciplinary reasons.
To get an F.
To get an F, you cannot just give a child a D or an F.
Oh wow!
Especially if that child has
IEP,
an individual education plan. So it's way different now. You cannot just give children D's and F's. If they do get D's and F's, they a lot of times can still get promoted. Like say they pass, I teach language arts. If they fail my course, but they pass the rest of their grades, they're going on to the 8th grade, and maybe they'll still have to take some 7th grade work next year. But that's about it. And yeah.
We're gonna let you keep your job.
Stop right there.
That's tough. I mean, in a sense, I can understand. So this is my rationale behind it, because I saw the News4Jax had posted that story, and in the comments there was a lot of people like, oh, now we're just passing along like dummies. The education system is going to be shot. The world, the next generation is going to be dumb as hell. We're just passing people along. And I said, yeah, you can look at it like that, or you can look at it like people are going to show you who they are, and that's who they're going to be.
That's one way to look at it. I look at it as the mentality of it takes a village to raise a child is gone now. So everybody puts the responsibility on the family. The family puts the educational responsibility on the teachers. Yeah. And the community puts the responsibility on both of us instead of having a hand in, because people that live in the community, you and your wife, you live in this community. There are elementary, middle, and high schools in your community. For sure. So you weren't one of those people commenting, but if you were, I would challenge you and say, okay, well, what are you doing to enhance your community so when your kids get into it,
right?
You know, they
and I guess to my point, what I'm saying is like I was in honors classes in high school and advanced. Why are you making that face?
So you had AC
in my school?
AC is for honor students. You know what that's off of?
What's AC?
Veronica did. ATL.
Oh. I didn't watch a movie like that. It was a good movie, but I didn't watch it like that.
Sorry,
so,
go ahead.
So I was in honors, and it was almost like, hey, y'all are honor students. Y'all know better. You should do better. You should be better. You should X, Y, Z. If you're doing that, Duncan. So for me, what I was saying was that, I don't know if I can say this. I'm gonna say it, and if I can't, you tell me I shouldn't say it, and we'll cut it.
Okay.
Somebody has to work in McDonald's. Somebody has to. No, what?
No. Keep going.
You gonna challenge me. Mm-hmm. So
I love when this happens.
But it's like some people, like, it's just the way to. So I was saying to the people who's like the next generation is gonna be so dumb they're not taking a standardized test. I was like, the standardized test doesn't necessarily let you know like, hey, you made it, you didn't pass, fail, It's just you proving to take a test. Look at a child's track record. And not that you can't change a child's track record, not that their track record shouldn't be challenged or changed, but I'm saying like you can kind of clump some people together. Go ahead, because you finna railroad my ass.
Burst out the thing right now. No, because it's funny you said that Dr. Umar has a very similar point. Okay. It is a little bit more extreme, but he said, well, so you just said somebody got to work at McDonald's.
But that's a fact.
Okay.
They've been in business since the 40s and 50s.
He has a video circulating where he's basically saying something like, some of our kids just got to get left behind. Like some of the kids on the corner.
Left behind.
Some people might say that if you're projecting them to work at McDonald's, then maybe you are leaving them behind.
No.
Are they being the franchise owner of McDonald's or the manager?
Could be.
Right. So, but everybody can't be that. Everybody that you just pushed off to McDonald's can't be that, right?
Burger King.
My point is, I see your point and I respect your point and I agree with it. Honestly, there's students who I love and I never want to put any of my students in a box, but it's like, if you don't make a change right now, that's your future.
Right.
And he does make a very similar point. Like I said, it's a little bit more dramatic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay, I'll watch it.
The principle behind it is the same. Yeah, something else I want to comment on, but it's so far away now.
Who, me?
Yes.
I said something?
Yes, you said something else. I had to say that Dr. Umar thing.
Yeah, I mean, but
standardized tests. I don't agree with standardized tests.
I don't either.
You said it should be.
What I was saying was that you can look at a child's track record. And let them
so
know.
A portfolio.
Yeah.
That's what I think should be our evaluation system.
Utilized, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's so hard. It is really hard to do that. It's hard to standardize that. Not saying that you should, but at least there has to be a common rubric. But that's what I think. I think it should be, over the progression of the year, not just one day, because you don't know what happened to that kid on their way to school that day.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree, because
I'm not a fan of standardized tests. Nowadays, like when we used to take a test, it was like, hey, read this. What's the main idea? And you just pick something. Right. Now it is, what is the central idea? And what is the best detail to...
Not the central.
And then if you don't get the best detail, then you don't get the central idea right. You just got the whole question wrong. So it's more so learning how to maneuver the test and less about the content of the test. That's my opinion. But
yeah, I don't know. I just pray for the educators. Pray for Paris. Pray for the parents. So Vanessa, what you got this week? Now it's new year, new us, new show. Love them or leave them ain't going nowhere.
No,
this is our most popular segment. Everybody wants to hear about other people's problems. So
nobody want to tell us theirs.
There you go, sister.
Write us a letter. And to write us a letter, you're gonna go to jerrythegreat.com. That's Jerry THA. Great.com. Look for Love 'em or Live 'em. click the link and send us a letter.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was good.
Okay.
You messed up. Love them or leave them. You came
okay.
You came with a little country. And now love them or leave them.
Okay. And keep it low in the background. Make sure you don't move your papers.
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. I need to put my glasses on, y'all. That's my guy, baby. St. Augustine, Florida. Happy New Year, y'all. I need some advice because I don't know what to do. Long story short, 5 years ago, my best friend introduced me to one of her male best friends. She thought that we would be perfect together. Me and him started talking, hit it off, and then dated for 3 years. The relationship was very abusive on both ends. He was childish. He would fight over petty stuff like him always being on the game or me wanting to go out with my friends. I could talk to my best friends about my problems, and she would give me advice. I eventually called it quits with him, and me and him got into a fight in front of my son. He hit me in my eye after I pulled a knife on him. I was over it. My best friend actually helped me pack my bags and move out of the apartment while he was at work the next day. It was very, very toxic. It took me some time to heal emotionally, but I did. Here's the kicker. My best friend just had a baby with my ex-boyfriend. The abusive one, aka her other best friend. I don't know how to feel about it. When I called her on it, she said one thing just led to another with them and they had sex a few times. They aren't together because she doesn't see him like that. She even asked me to be the baby's godmama. In my 30 years living, I've never been in this type of situation. She kind of has a point, but I have every right to be mad, don't I? I don't know what to do. Ooh. So she introduced her best friend to her man. Then she broke up with her man.
No. The person who wrote this letter was introduced to the man by her best friend. So I'm assuming how girls have like men best friends. Mm-hmm. Like that's just my best friend. So it was a mutual friend. The guy was a mutual friend. And
my best friend introduced me to one of her male best friends.
Right. Yeah.
They got together. So the person who wrote this letter and the male best friend got together. But they was also best friends.
No, her best friend. Shit, ma'am.
So the girls are best friends.
The girls are best friends. And then one of the girls
has a guy best friend. So she says, hey, y'all should meet.
Yeah.
And then them two get together.
Right.
And now it's abusive over here.
Yeah.
So they break up.
Yeah.
So then the friend who was the best friend have a baby with the man.
Yeah.
And now, can you be my godmama?
Yeah.
Shit. Goddamn, that was a lot to put together, and it's not because we've been drinking.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
not at
all. Oh, yeah. I don't think you do have a right to be mad.
You don't think that she has a right to be mad?
No. They were best friends. Your friend and the guy were best friends before. Mm-hmm. You knew that. She introduced you guys.
Y'all got together.
You knew about the whole relationship. She knew about, everything that was going on. Y'all weren't together anymore. And now they have a kid. They don't go together. I'm not saying that changes anything, really. But no, I don't know. Does she have a right to be mad? I'm so confused with this one.
But I have every right to be mad, don't I? Do you?
Does she? I don't know. I want to say yes.
I would feel some kind of way. Mm-hmm. Like if I was single and I had a one of my best friends introduce me to his female best friend, and like, yeah, y'all would be good together. Jerry, you and her would like each other for real. And then me and her get together. It's a bad relationship. We break up, and then my male best friend come and be like, yeah, I got a baby on the way with your ex-girlfriend, who's also my best friend too, but it's also your ex.
I just think that best friend, because it happened, it was there before you, trumps you.
Would it have been an ex? Like y'all wasn't exes.
The exes automatically trump friends?
Well,
that's a good question.
As a female, could you go play somewhere where your friend and played?
No, not if I knew. No.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no. So would
I don't let my
homegirls
homegirls put me in with they best friends.
Okay.
I did something with one of my friends' cousin one time, and I regret it. Not necessarily because it was awful. It wasn't that good, but yeah.
Okay.
Now we have to go to the same place
And then you see
each other, and it's strange. And now I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's just I wasted that. I wasted that. I wish I wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't.
I think that you can be mad about this. You can be upset. I don't know what kind of friend, like, I don't know why your friend would backdoor you again.
They backdoored?
Basically, like, if
I just don't know. I don't know what type of people you guys are, how free spirited you are. If you are on the more free spirited side, then I don't.
Yeah, if you free spirited, be free. But I would feel some kind of way. I don't know if I would get over it. If my homeboy Tyler came to me and said, "Hey, bro, remember the girl I introduced you to that y'all was dating and then y'all broke up? Yeah, that's my baby mama now." I'm gonna be a little tight about that.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be a little tight. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
I'll
your
be a
best
little
friend, because guy and girl best friends is always kind of fuzzy anyway. So.
It is. I mean, it is.
So I don't know.
I would be tight.
I think you can be tight because it's understandable, but I don't think you should be, not for long. I don't think you should be that baby godmama. Now that I think you need to decline that. But don't
have a whole kind of entanglement going on around here. What's your advice for us? Shit.
I say don't be the kid's baby mama. I think you can still be your best friend's friend. But now you can't be best friends, because how can you be around all the time and the guy's around because the baby's
That's the baby and they still best friends?
Get another friend.
That's my advice. Yeah, don't.
There's so many people in the world.
Don't be mad. Like, don't be angry. Don't hold on to any malice.
Don't be bitter and all of that. Just don't separate yourself.
Just don't fuck with her because she do some grimy shit.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, there we go. Damn, right. Vanessa, you gotta step up. It's the new year.
I'm sorry. Next one. She refuses to talk into the microphone. San Marcos, Cali. What's goody? I've been kicking it with this shorty for the past 3 months. We met through a mutual friend and went from there. She has everything I could ask for in a woman. She's intelligent, book smart, street smart, sexy as hell, funny, and really down to earth. I prayed for a woman like her. I can't even lie. She's my dream girl. I know that it's only been 3 months, but I'm almost certain she's the one. The sex is amazing. She's the best I've ever had. The only problem is she refuses to speak into the mic, if you catch my drift. I know women who aren't just out there doing it randomly. So the first 2 months I understood, but after we became exclusive, I thought it would change. It didn't, so I asked her about it. Figured she was the type to only do it on special occasions. I was wrong. She told me that she never has and never will, and that's not up for debate because it's degrading. But she likes when I do it to her. Now, this isn't a deal breaker, but it's a deal breaker. Do you think she will ever change her mind? I'm a man who enjoys having my mic tapped every now and then. Even a little check 1, check 2 would suffice. What should I do to get her comfortable with it? Or should I just cut my ends and move on? Signed, is this thing on? You got real clever there. That was good.
Is this thing on?
Leave her. As much, okay, so I support 100% everyone being comfortable with what they do sexually. You shouldn't do anything that somebody else wants to do, but you should also not hold yourself back because of someone else. Within moderation, too much of something is not a good thing. So when I say that, just because you want to have sex with 50,000 women, that's not good for you. That's not really healthy for you. But if you want to do things like get oral, I don't think that that's too crazy, and I don't think you should hold yourself back from that. So I think you will be disappointed a lot. I think and I think that leads to other things. So I think you should just leave her. But I did want to say, y'all been together for 3 months, and ain't the first 3 months so amazing?
Yeah,
like, you can't fight over anything. Everything is perfect.
Yeah. Ooh, I love the way you blink.
The first 3 months so fun, dog. You don't care about nothing.
Then the next 3 months, god damn, why you gotta blank so much?
I thought we were so good. Shit finna turn up, you watch. But yeah, I say leave her just because of those reasons. Honestly, Maybe you can talk her out of it around. I don't know.
Maybe that's a possibility. It depends on how bad do you want it, sir.
Yeah.
You got to do some coaching now. But not in the sense because I was in the situationship for like 4 months, 5, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 6 months, 7, where she did not. It wasn't her thing. It makes me gag. I can't. Ugh. She tried it once. I was like, I can't. But it wasn't a deal breaker for me. I mean, it was all right.
And this, you now, is that a deal breaker? Without getting in your business, but getting in your business?
No, I wouldn't. It's
not a deal breaker.
I don't think it would. I don't think that it could. I don't think that it would be.
For clips purposes, I'm going to re-ask that question.
Okay.
Is speaking into the mic a deal breaker for you if your significant other does not do that?
I would not think so. I would not think so. And the reason why is because there's a lot of other things that you can do to turn someone on, to excite someone, entice someone, so what you said, the sex is amazing because all that is just a stimulant of up and down, up and down. You know what I mean? It's just a different way to get up and down, up and down. It's
Don't do it again.
That's seriously what it is. So, but if you're saying that the sex is amazing, she's the best you've ever had. How many did you have? That's a good question. How many did you have? Because I'm sure you can find somebody out there who would do it, but is it worth losing what you call your dream girl? Now, I want you to stay with her, work it out. Just stay with her for another 3 months. Hit that 6 month mark.
6 months.
And if she's still your dream girl, if she's still the best, still amazing, all these things that you saying, because y'all 3 months in, y'all fresh. Write us back and let us know if you still feel the same way.
Enjoy these first 3 months though. They fun, they cute, but let us know in 3 more months if she's still not.
And they got toys and stuff. You can go get a Jiggly Boo.
The little swirl shit.
It's a Jiggly Boo. I don't know what it's called.
It's called the rose.
I don't know what it's called.
What does it do?
I don't know.
It does it jiggle.
It is jiggly.
Did you put it inside of something, or you set it on something?
You put something inside of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This what is methods and ways.
One of them, a sleeve.
I guess that's what it is. Yeah. I guess that's what it is.
Not that that's a clean word for it.
Yeah, a sleeve.
A sleeve.
Yeah, they got other things. So just figure out what works for you. And
that is. I don't know that I wouldn't date someone that did not do that.
That did not for the woman?
Yeah.
For the woman? Yeah.
I would not even.
You wouldn't waste your time, huh?
I wouldn't even
sir.
talk to you. I wouldn't take your free meal. Nothing.
See, and the thing is, sir, maybe she's inexperienced. Maybe just let her go down there. Maybe just.
You might not like it when she get down there.
But men won't.
That happened to me too.
Men won't stop you. Women will stop you.
It did. My very first time doing that, I was awful. So I don't think he liked it. He was probably like, "Shit, get off of it."
But he didn't stop you.
He didn't.
Yeah, men not gonna stop you. Women will stop you. Excuse me.
Never mind, shit.
You know what you do? Like I can get you some training.
Move your head, just.
This is an interview.
We've been moving all over the place.
Men will take it. We just be so happy.
Never mind.
We just be so happy.
In the first 3 months.
In first 3 months.
After the first 3 months, she'd be like, "Shit."
What is you doing? Yes, sir. Write us back in 3 more months and let us know how this situation turned out for you. Stay with her. Hold on tight. Help it. In the words of Country Rain, help is on the way. Help is on the way.
Ooh, girl, I'm on the way.
Now, Vanessa, I saw that you was doing this thing where you were watching all of the Marvel movies.
I am watching all of the Marvel movies.
Why?
In order. Because I've seen, this started over break, so that's one reason why I was bored. And I'm trying to, I'm a language arts teacher. So I'm trying to like piece together the plots because every movie has its own plot, but that plot ties to another plot. So it's been very interesting to me. I feel like I still need to watch. Right now I'm in phase 3, I believe. I'm watching Superman Homecoming. But I still feel like I need to watch them all like 3 more times to get all the little intricate details. Like now I know why Samuel L. Jackson is in every movie. I know his role. Now I know why Tony Stark was so important. Like little things like that.
I don't know none of these people.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Shut up. You don't know Tony Stark?
No. I don't know none of this stuff.
Superman.
Oh, okay.
You do know.
It's Superman. I know Superman.
I know Superman. Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
No.
My band used to play that song in high school.
No. Lame as fuck. Maybe we could do that to. Oh, you like movies like what are you watching? Bridgerton. And
that is a great show on Netflix. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes, Black Woman.
I did watch Bridgerton.
Yeah, you okay? So you peep. You like
Bridgerton. I did.
You like Mr.
I don't like it much as I like watching the Marvel movies though.
Well, okay. Well, let me say this. I'll say this, and I'll be honest. I watched Bridgerton. I think that is very interesting. I think that is very good. I can't tell you what really happened because I kept falling asleep on it.
For real.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good. I stayed up through it.
They was doing a whole lot of fucking on that show though. It's some cheeks getting clapped. If you just want to watch some soft porn and hear some Dow Day of the Indium, watch Bridgerton. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes. She did it. That's a great come out.
And they have a lot of black cast.
Yeah, in like
higher
in England.
up.
Yeah, even the queens. That bitch be in like.
Oh, the queen is bad one now.
With her dreads.
But I did see.
Go on, dear.
That queen was mean.
Yeah,
I loved her though.
Go on, dear. All right.
I saw some people who were disappointed, and I'm curious if you have any thoughts about this. As much black cast as there was, like I thought there was a lot.
Amanda Seals?
She was saying that
Amanda
there were
Seals?
this is just people.
Okay.
Just folk.
Folk.
That there wasn't any dark skin cast.
It was the lady who had the cane. The Duke of Hastings. Yeah, she was dark skinned. She wasn't under the bed black. And then the boxer.
Oh, and the boxer.
Yeah, and the boxer. Yeah.
Okay.
Now Amanda Seals.
I think she was saying she wanted more lead representation as a dark skin.
Hell.
We asked for too much too soon?
Nah, I'm not. You not because you could have easily casted a Viola Davis who was great in Ma Rainey's Bottom Dollar. You could have easily casted a Viola Davis, but don't. I hate when people shit on shit. Like, it's a Shonda Rhimes production. It's a black woman who led this show. She's not doing this with no ill malice or intention of not casting dark people. She casted Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder in the lead. Viola Davis took her wig off and makeup off the first person to do that on camera. You know
I wish I would have thought that.
You should have said that to that person.
Shit.
Yeah. Because
at first I was like, damn, you maybe have a point here, but you're breaking it down
this is
like
Shonda,
a fraction.
like a fraction. It's Shonda, and as a creative and as a writer, I strongly when people like, so the movie Soul came out. Have you watched that on Disney Plus yet?
I watched it, but I didn't watch it. So don't pick it apart.
Go back and watch it. It's a great film. The message is amazing. So Disney and Pixar and a lot of these like SpongeBob, like a lot of these kid shows, they have hidden adult messages in them. So I don't think that children at all would pick up on what Soul was about. They're gonna love like the music and the jokes. It's really a movie for adults messaging. Can I tell you what the message is?
Yeah, no.
Basically, like we be so focused on our passion that we don't live life. So the guy in the movie, and this isn't giving it away because it's going to be so much more. He wanted to be a piano player. He wanted to be like this great piano player. And once he got his opportunity to do it, he realized like, damn, that's it. And the movie was like, no, like day to day living life is really the experience. Like that's really what you're chasing. So So, but
Ooh, maybe I need to watch that.
yeah, you gotta watch it
I've been
again.
feeling that a little bit.
You gotta watch it again. But there was a group, a Black writers group on Facebook, and Soul had like a 98% Rotten Tomatoes rating, and it's great. Lady, I didn't like Soul, so I rarely comment in like these big groups. I hate
You was finna fuss with somebody on.
I hate getting stuck in the back and forward. So I was like, I'm interested to know your reason why you didn't like Soul, because like it's 98% Rotten Tomato rating. Why? Oh, because the paradoxodon of the black man trading bodies with the white lady. Oh shit!
Well, some people say that is a thing.
Enjoy.
Somebody said
the movie.
as good as the movie was, it's frustrating that Disney can't see a protagonist in a black body.
I'm gonna tell you
all the way through.
I'm gonna tell you.
Another.
I'm gonna tell you how bad that is.
Okay.
The soul, or what was it? 22 is the name of the character that switched bodies with the main character. Didn't have a gender or a race. There was no gender or race associated with 22. It was just a personality. 22 didn't have a gender or a race. Okay. So for people to be like, yeah, well, the black man got to be a cat and the white lady got to, like, no, you send him because you know Tina Fey is the voice of that the voice of 22. But 22 had no, in the movie had no, it was just a spirit, a personality. It was just no race, no gender.
Gotcha.
Watch the movie and enjoy the movie, people. Stop
I gotta
trying
go
to
back.
break stuff
So
down.
those are two comments that I did see, and I was like,
And then on Bridgerton, they were saying that Amanda Seales, she said normalize black love on screen, and I was like,
now I will say the only critique that I had that I wish would have been different, that where I would have been like, yes, they broke all the stereotypes, is if they would have flip flopped that. If it would have been
black girl, white man.
Yes.
Shonda Rhimes already did that.
Where?
Scandal.
Yeah, she did. No, she did. But we need to see more of it. I would love to see more of it.
Black.
I would like to see
that
more
happens.
of it.
That happens all the time.
It does.
Yeah, that's.
I don't see it.
That happens. You rarely see the black man,
real
white
life,
girl.
Yeah, you do.
In real life, maybe, but
Because
not on
there's-
movies.
Yeah.
Name
Hold
three.
on. Black girl.
No, I'm talking about white girl, black man. You rarely see
Say
that.
the Last Dance.
Okay.
Bridgerton.
Okay.
Everywhere in life.
Okay.
Every mixed person. Honestly, if we took a poll, and
I get what you're saying.
I might do this.
I get what you're saying.
This would be interesting though. If you're a mixed person, is your
I get what
mother
you're
or
saying.
father?
Black or white.
So that for me, while I was watching it, maybe that's my own personal bias.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that how it would have been just much cooler.
Yeah,
But shout out to
I get
Shonda.
that.
We fuck with you, Shonda.
Well, I got one for you. Cinderella, Brandy, and the damn.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, fine.
There you go.
Okay.
You better
Pulled
say
that one
something.
way back.
And then the only other thing, well, I watched Sylvie's Love,
I
which
didn't watch that.
it's a great love. It's our Notebook.
Okay.
If you watch the Notebook, it's our Notebook.
Okay.
So it's
That
a
gives
good
me a
film.
reason to go check it out. But looking at the preview, I was like, what's the plot? What's the plot here?
It's a good story. I will say from a creative perspective, you can kind of tell that they were limited with locations and probably budget and what they could do.
Really?
So the story couldn't.
Isn't it sis from
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
She was from. I know her
Everything.
from Colored Girls, but she's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Janelle Monáe video and all that good stuff. Yeah, but her, and then the lead is actually Kerry Washington's husband. He plays the lead. But it's a great film. You can just tell that they had some budget restrictions and some location restrictions.
I didn't look at that.
I did not like. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat on the show because I was gonna be like, yeah, this is good. I did not like the ending of it. I felt like they were trying to tell too much of a story too fast, and then they spent too much time on one place and then didn't grow the story. So the ending was very, very predictable and bad.
Don't tell me about
But-
it because I haven't.
But it's a good film.
What you think about Ma Rainey?
Okay,
Because we haven't talked about this.
I'm gonna get some flack. I like Ma Rainey.
Okay.
A lot of people did not like Ma Rainey. They said that it felt like a play that took place in one place. But I'm like, y'all do realize that it's August Wilson's play
like
that took place in the place.
Yes.
The same thing with Fences. Like people didn't like Fences because like, oh my gosh, they're just talking too much. It's too dialogue heavy. Yes, that's the point of it.
Yeah.
Like it's listen to what he's saying. The emotion. I took an acting class.
I seen it on Twitter, but we can get to that.
But yeah, but now I feel like I can talk about this a little bit more because I'm an actor.
I might be if Jerry let me on.
So we'll
talk about it later.
But yeah, but a lot of the passion and those things are in what they're saying. And people don't be wanting to listen and pick up on it. Mm-hmm. Like from Chadwick Boseman. I think Chadwick is going to win an Oscar for Ma Rainey. Unfortunately, it's going to be after he had passed. But I think that's his Oscar film because he did an amazing job.
What'd you think about the ending?
Which part?
The way that it ended, like what stands out. A lot of people were irritated that all of that aggression that. And I feel like we could just tell the story.
Yeah, because if you haven't seen it, now it's on Netflix. Go watch it. Fast forward.
All of that aggression that he could have put on the old timer, I don't remember his name in the movie, or put on the white man who was giving him the hard time.
He took it out on
he took it out on one of us again, and that's a lot of criticism I've been seeing that I kind of agree with. It's like, and I feel like that happens.
You got to remember when that movie takes place.
Yes.
So a black man was a boy in those times. The white man was definitely the superior. And then you saw what the white man did with the music. Oh, this isn't going to work. Yeah,
but the character that Chadwick portrayed was, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do.
But don't a lot of people do that behind closed doors, talk shit, and then get in front of them?
Yes, they do. But that was my gripe with it. Now I understand, why it happened that way. Everything that you're saying,
that's why I thought it was great. I was like, that's a perfect depiction because it was misplaced anger, and then the guy that he killed was like not even. The dude he put the knife out on the first time is who he was really mad at. The guy the piano player he killed ain't have shit to do with shit.
Yeah, I felt so bad. And I like that actor in every other movie. I was like, no, not him.
I think he killed Lieutenant from A Different World. That's who it was. Yeah, So, but it was a great movie.
I did like that movie. I did like. I wish I would have read the history behind it before behind Ma Rainey and the actors and the people who produced the movie, so that I know their intentions. Yeah, because their intentions were, if I'm not mistaken, to just remake a bunch of stage plays that the person
August Wilson.
Yes, him. So if I knew that watching the movie, then I would have had different expectations. Because just going and watching the movie, I was like, wait, this is it? This is how it ends? Like, this is all I get? But after I started learning more, I was like, oh, okay, that was perfect.
August Wilson is one of the greatest American playwrights, if not world playwrights ever. You don't get any better than August Wilson.
To check out August Wilson.
You do not get any better than August Wilson.
It's like I want to show my students the movie, but the message that I want them to get is like her asking for that Coke. It's just the little things that we should be afforded those same luxuries. Yeah. And sometimes people either think that we don't need them, we don't want them, or whatever. And it's like, for my kids, I want them to get that message, like.
And how she was across the board, because the white man didn't have a Coke and she wasn't going to move till she got that. You have to have an expectation
of people, and they'll meet it.
Her son, her nephew had a stutter, and her band was like, he can't do it. Yep. And like, no, he going to do it. And that was back when a take wasn't hit. A take was like, we throwing out takes. Like, God damn, come on, man. The boy ain't got it. Then when he finally get it, the damn thing wasn't recording, so now we got to do it again. And he stuck Ma Rainey's bottom.
I thought that was such good. It's called comic relief, ain't it?
That was not supposed to be.
That wasn't supposed to be comic relief. No. I thought it was.
No, but
I thought it was like, okay, serious.
I can see how you can get that from that. And
when he first spoke, I was like, oh snap, that boy. Oh, I thought so. That wasn't so from a theater person. Funny, yeah. Okay, from a regular person who took the drama in 10th grade.
It was like
that was comic relief for me.
It was like
okay.
But my wife and I, we watched a movie called I Am Sam. I will highly. Oh my God! You got a Fire Stick. Mm-hmm. Go. It's you're gonna find yourself laughing a lot at the movie.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but it is a great film.
What's it about? Real quick.
A guy with a mental disorder.
I think I've seen
impregnates a homeless woman.
Okay, no.
And
I've seen somebody with a mental disorder, but he starts dating someone else. Who has
no. This okay. I think the actor is Sean Penn. He impregnates a homeless woman and gets her pregnant. Ooh. And once she has a baby, she dips on him and leaves him with the baby. So he has the mental capacity of a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
And he's trying to raise this daughter.
That sounds awesome.
So when she goes to school, she
don't tell me.
Well, no, that's not giving away. Okay. The daughter tries to like limit her learning ability because she knows that her dad has a mental disorder. Aww. So they were like, Lucy's 6, but what happened when she turned 7 and 8 and 9? Mm-hmm. You won't be able to take care of her. But he's a great father. No. It's a great film. Lucy needs her. Lucy, and he has friends who like on the same like on spectrums like he is. It's a movie that's gonna make you laugh and cry.
Stuff like that. I'm watching this show
because Lucy needs her dad. Yeah,
that's Jerry doing that. I don't have any part of that. Another thing I'm watching is this show called The Good Doctor. You ever seen that?
Not heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's about a doctor who has autism.
Because Lucy needs her father.
And he talks like that a little bit.
Yeah, I know that show, yeah. But he's smart as hell.
He's smart as mm-hmm. It's such a good show, though. It has so many good lessons. Like, the dude was like, why were you rude to me the first time you met me? And now you're being nice to me. Like, he catches all social cues. He knows everything. And as a person, even as I was watching, I was like, damn, I need to start being nicer to people.
Yeah.
Because I have no clue.
Yeah,
what they got going on. So,
it's
Good Doctor. Check that out. Watch the Marvel movies.
This Is Us is back.
I still haven't watched it.
This Is Us will break you. Oh,
everybody.
Even this last week, I just been trying to.
I hear so many good things.
This
about
Is
that
Us
show.
is the first TV show that made me cry at the TV.
For real? Oh, I cry all the time. Lord, I might have cried during Bridgerton.
This Is Us is such a great show. All right, every time every week.
You cry every week.
No, I don't cry every week, but every week they try to get you. Like, God damn it, who the fuck is writing this and why?
That was me on Grey's.
That's great. Grey's is good too, but Grey's ain't get me like This Is Us.
Is not. So this is worse than Grey's on the cry scale.
Yeah.
I be crying now.
This is Us is just
okay. This is the last thing before we get off what we watched. Did y'all see that movie? I think it's called The Impossible, and it's about a tsunami that hits Thailand. Mm-mm. Okay, then we ain't got to talk about it now.
So my last thing about what we watching, I know that a lot of people always ask, like Netflix, Hulu, we are gonna bring the Jamie Foxx show and Martin and the Wayans brothers and the Parkers and the to y'all streaming services. Jamie Foxx show, Martin, Wayans brothers, Real Husbands. It's some great shows on BET Plus. Full seasons. The Soul Man is on BET Plus. There's some great shows on there. Get BET Plus. Support BET Plus. Support Tyler Perry and BET Plus. The shows that you ask for, they're on that streaming. So I've been watching Jamie Foxx on rotation, night after night.
Well, I've been watching Girlfriends on Netflix.
Is this your first time watching it through? As an adult?
As an adult, yes. And it's very relatable now. Like back then it was like, this is cool. Cute. I hope I have a life like them one day. Yeah. And now I'm the same age as Joan in the show, and I'm like, damn.
Do you see yourself as a Joan? Who would you relate to the most as? Tony?
I'm somewhere between Amaya. I think I'm between Amaya and a Joan. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Lynn and Joan. Lynn is the free spirit.
Yeah.
And Joan is the lawyer.
Yeah.
I think I'm somewhere between the two.
What season you on? Cause she ain't the lawyer.
I'm still on the first season.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Rewatching as an adult, first season, Joan and Lynn.
Okay.
Because Lynn just show up whenever the fuck.
Yeah.
She just wear whatever.
I can see that, Joan and Lynn.
And Joan's a little serious. It's the time and a place for both parts to me.
You're definitely, I don't know if you relate to anybody on that show, but that's besides the point. No, because I would say Maya, but not oh hell yes. Yeah, like nobody on that show. I don't know. Oh, Vanessa, what do women want to know this week? Because every week y'all got something that y'all want to know. And we get tired of this segment. I can't wait till next week when Vasco is back.
No, because this week I want to know.
Because he's going to jump on you.
Because we have to do it, and it's such a chore. I was thinking about it today, and that's why I got a hat on, because my eyebrows aren't done. But why don't men like to keep up with manscaping? Do you keep up with manscaping? You know, we're not asking Jerry necessarily. We're asking just a man.
The man. What's manscaping for the men who don't do it?
Manscaping is trimming your genital areas, trimming your, I don't even think it's excessive for your underarm hair, not to be crawling out your shirt. If you're any place hair is just hanging out of the garment. Okay. I think it needs to be trimmed. So, do you manscape? What's your process? Do you use it?
Yes.
You're in your business right now.
Yeah. So I personally manscape. It started when I was like in high school, because I used to put a lot of deodorant under my arms and they would clunk up, and like the deodorant and like it'll hurt trying to take the balls out. And you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I do.
Well, I don't know if
I do.
If y'all know what I mean, y'all got a problem.
Because I couldn't shave for a little bit. You know what I'm saying, girl? We have to wait till we get granted permission, kind of.
Okay. You walk around with a nigga in the headlock with a full
was hairy as hell.
Okay. So that's when I started, and I'll be honest, watching pornos as an adolescent, you know, it was a lot of hair in them pornos. But it was my uncle's videos. So then as I grew and got to Google.
Wait, what? They were your uncle's videos?
My uncle had a whole stash.
Your uncle had a stash?
Yeah, a whole DVD stash.
Uncle was on the...
Oh, no. I would have had a heart attack.
I was going to say, what is we doing here?
No, so it was his stash of videos, but it was like, you know, Ghetto Booty Volume 7. 8 and 9. But that's when I met Mr. Marcus for the first time. I was like, look. So it was a lot of hair in them videos, but once I got to you know, YouTube and, you know, not YouTube, but Google, it was like, you know, hair was missing. So I was like, that must be the new fad.
Well, what's crazy is now that you're talking about it and I'm thinking about it, not that I watch it all the time, but the way the camera angles is the stuff that I view, you can't even see whether or not the person has hair, because it's more so, it's always focused on the person.
You gotta watch some homemade videos.
Oh, yeah. See, and I don't watch those. I need quality.
You gotta watch homemade, where they hold the camera like this.
Because the camera be from this way. So if the camera was on this way, then yeah, I'd be able to see the hair.
No,
but now that I'm thinking about it, I might do some research.
We got a whole setup right here. This is how they. This how they production look. This ain't our setup.
This where Jerry and they do it on the full time.
But no, so I manscape. I actually brought a Manscaped, which is a trimmer, Manscaped 2.0 trimmer, and it's really good. It's waterproof, which is why I really love it, and I love their slogan. Your balls will thank you.
That's their slogan.
That's their slogan. Your balls will thank you. It's dope. I love it. It got a flashlight, and you can shave in the shower. Yeah, and like it's sensitive to your balls area, because you can get some stuff.
Is it silent?
It's not loud. It's low noise.
Okay.
And you can like it can. I like it because I used to have to like shave in front of the sink, and like the hair and like the little hair. I had to sweep it up.
Flashlight.
It's like so that way you can see what you're doing.
No, yeah,
you can see it.
Flashlight.
Yeah, I like you can get your gooch. You can get everything.
What's the gooch for people who don't know, Jerry?
The gooch is a position. Is the shit.
What's the gooch?
If I'm right, it's that area between your booty and your balls.
What you need to shade out for? Because don't people go back there?
No, but it gets hairy. Like so, I don't like to leave hair places.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Because sometimes no,
so do you get the gooch from underneath or from behind?
I ain't that flexible to go behind.
So you do you lift a leg up on the side?
Yeah, I mean you gotta lift a leg up. Shit, you better.
I don't know.
But no, because I hate when I shave too. Sometimes before I had the manscape, I would shave and I would miss like areas, and I like get out the shower or like not get out the shower, but get in the shower, and then realize like damn, I got a whole patch of hair. Right here that I'd have missed. So the flashlight helps you get all that. So
you might as well just get a wax.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Who's your manscaper from?
I brought it.
Yeah, what's the brand of it? Because I got them in.
Manscaped.
Oh,
go to Manscaped.
That's literally
that's
the name
literally
of
the brand
it.
Manscaped.
Okay.
They and I will plug them all day long. It's great. I love them.
Okay, say your Manscaped dies. Would you be opposed to getting a wax?
I might. What you gonna wax? My chest? Or you trying to wax my balls? Because I'll be damned if you put my balls off and they be on the sheet.
No. I don't think the balls need to be waxed, but would you wax your
not when I can manscape.
You can't. It's dead.
Oh, well.
There's no power anywhere.
I would go get some other clippers then.
So it's no wax for you.
No, I cannot do the wax. You're not finna pull me.
What about your nose?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
Because I always thought you would say yes.
To get a wax?
The Jerry I know would say yes.
No, the Jerry you know don't.
So I didn't know you that well.
No, you thought.
Yeah, I don't skate. I'm on the wax team. So.
Are you a waxer? Like,
I'm team wax. If I can't get a wax, I do not shave anything. It's just growing. Cause
you are looking like a wolf.
No, no, I'm not. No. But if I need to, opposed to getting, because shaving is just.
Now that grow back is terrible.
That grow back is terrible.
I'll be itching in place. I'm like, oh shit.
Ingrowns, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of problems I don't need and I don't want. So I will wait on my wax lady every time. Shout out to Soul Esthetician.
Shout out to all these ladies out here doing waxes.
I can't wait till I'm on the time when I can have my esthetician come to me. You got a traveling barber? Or you go to the barber chair?
I go to the barber chair, but once I make it, because I took this acting class.
I can't wait.
Once I make it.
I need to get me an agent too.
Get you an agent. Mm-hmm. Take an acting class. I think that you would enjoy that.
Take me one.
Take one.
I said, maybe I need to take me one.
After hearing you recite these lines.
Hold on. I've been practicing the lines.
You know, it was fun though. I took the class. It was pretty dope.
What'd you do?
So, all right. This is the last thing. Okay, all right. Since you asked, since you brought it up.
Okay.
So she gave me a couple of scenes, right? And this might help you on your read. So what she was saying was that fully commit to the character. So like, even if you don't know, like if the person say me and you have dialogue together, but no one told you like, are we married? Are we single? Are we friends? Do I have a thing for you? Do you have a thing for me? Like, do we hate each other? Like, what's the situation? So find your situation in that dialogue and read it like that. So we did this exercise where we could try it. Okay. So the exercise was, I'm going to say a line and you're going to say a line, and you can only say those words and I can only say my words. Okay. But the thing with acting is it's reaction. It's not like, don't think about it, just react to what I say. Okay. So your line is going to be, I can't. That's it. Okay. My line is going to be, help me. Okay. So I would say, help me.
Get out of here. What was that? I didn't wait for the cue.
You missed the whole damn note. You can't say nothing other than I can't.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
All right. Well, that's the show. That's the show for the day. I don't know what the hell that was, Vanessa.
No, I thought you meant that I can't. That I had to say, get out of here. That was the only thing I could say.
Your line was, I can't.
Wait, what did you say?
Help me. All right, we go. No, you know what?
No, okay, so this is what I thought. Wait, you said help me. help me get out of here. And then I was going to say, I can't. And then you were going to say something. So I can't keep going with this. Or something like that. That's what I thought.
What can they find you on social media, man?
Nessa_Mufasa on Instagram and Twitter. Ness on Facebook. Jerry, where can they find you at?
Oh, you're not gonna drop the statement threads link? Or
ain't no statement threads.
Authentic Educators?
I'm gonna get that on you next week.
Okay.
I gotta get my content right.
Oh God, it's your boy Jerry the Great. Everywhere at Jerry the Great, JERYTHA Great, THA Great. Listen, we are growing this show exponentially. Get out of here! We are growing this show exponentially. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. Vasco, what's good? We'll be back next week with an all new, brand new episode with a special guest next week too. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's your boy Jerry the Great. We are the Dignified Delinquents. We vibing and we rolling. Make sure that you subscribe because you trolling.
Ooh.
Hey. No, seriously, make sure that y'all subscribe to the show because we need everybody to subscribe.
Tell your friend, tell a friend.
It's the Dignified Delinquents, and guess what? We out.
Good night.